Good morning. Welcome back to JuJu's Journey. If you're new here, I'm JuJu, 58 years old. Officially 58 years old. I'm a widow, going on 1 year and 5 months now. On the 11th of May, we'll make 1 year and 5 months, and it feels like it was just yesterday when it all happened. Today's not my best day. I'm just going to start that out. It's 11:53 a.m., almost 12 noon. Today is April 30th, 2026, and I'm just now getting out of the shower. I didn't wake up until after 9 because I didn't go to sleep until almost 2 o'clock this morning. And I woke up at 3 a.m. the night before, so I almost stayed up for 24 hours straight. I just could not get my brain to shut down. But, I mean, if you've ever had to start your life over, you know there's a part nobody really talks about, and it's the loneliness. And I think that's kind of what, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's the moments when it's just you by yourself, and you're trying to figure out everything on your own. You know what I mean? It's like I have all these thoughts in my head of what I want my future to look like, how to move forward, how to deal with my children, so everybody will get along in the process of what I'm trying to create. And kind of seeing the writing on the wall that nothing's probably going to work out exactly how you think it is. But it's okay. It's okay. I don't know. Today I just wanted to sit down and talk about that for a little while, because I know I'm not the only one who feels this way about just being lonely and trying to figure out life on your own. I mean, at 58 and being alone, that's a weird age, don't you think? I can understand being in your 70s and being alone. I can understand being in your 20s and being alone. But, mid-20s to like 70s, you should have your companion with you. Or, I don't know. I guess there's no rhyme or reason to life. You just have to deal with what you're given, right? But, like during the day, you can stay really busy, like running around and doing things. Like I can do my eBay, and I can do my budgeting, and I can go and do life outside like I normally have to do. I have responsibilities. I pick my granddaughter up from school every day. I eat lunch with my daughters every day. You know, I have to ship items. Like I've got to take this to the post office. I've just got a lot of stuff I can do. And I can definitely stay busy if I wanted to. I could stay a lot busier outside of my home. But I just don't want to, I really don't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know. You go to bed at night and you just realize that, you don't have anybody to say goodnight to except your little dog. You wake up in the mornings and you don't have to think, okay, I've got to do X, Y, and Z before I have lunch ready for my husband. Or let's see what he wants to do today. Let's ask him what he wants to eat today. Let's go see if we're going anywhere today. Even, I've always said I was okay being alone, and I am. But I feel like I raised all of my children alone because my husband worked shift work 7 days a week. He would work 7 days on, 3 days off, 7 days on, 3 days off, and 7 days on, 4 days off. And during that cycle, he would only have 1 weekend off a month. And so 1 week would be first shift, 1 week would be second shift, and 1 week would be third shift. But the thing about it is, I still got to see him every single day. He may have been working all night and I was here sleeping by myself, but he got to tell me good night. And then when he got home in the morning, he got to tell me good morning, or vice versa. And I mean, on second shift, he would call throughout his shift to check in on his family. Same thing with first shift. First shift, we were normal. We ate dinner together every night, as a family, and hung out and grilled out and did all those things. On second shift, he'd get off at 11, but I would be up and I'd have him something to eat and spend a little bit of time with him. And on third shift, I always cooked and made sure he had food before he went to work. you know, I don't know. It's just like the little things are what I'm kind of missing. And I mean, it's not that I want to recreate that. Like, I have no desire to go out and date and find somebody to fill that void. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. It's not what I'm saying at all. I mean, I just kind of miss, too, having someone there, even when you're not doing anything. I like to listen, like, I could hear him. I knew I knew which part of the house he was in, I mean, not always. But, you could find each other. Sometimes he would go next door looking for me, and I'd be in a different part of the house. Maybe he couldn't hear as good as I could. But, I don't know. It's just crazy. I guess people don't realize how much someone means to them until they're gone. I mean, of course, I knew my husband meant a lot to me. I felt like we were just one unit. I didn't do anything without running it by him and vice versa. You know what I mean? You don't. Of course, I could, if he were at work and I went to the grocery store, it's not like I called and said, I'm going to the grocery store. But if you were in the house together, I would never just get in my car and leave without going and saying, hey, I'm running to the grocery store. Do you need anything? Or do you want to ride with me? You always do that when people live in your house, right? So now I just get to jump in my car and go, and I don't have to check in with anybody. And that's kind of sad. I mean, my children do have my locations. They know exactly where I am every minute of the day, which is kind of cute, you know. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It's just like, you don't think about all of this stuff until they're gone. You really don't. You don't think about just the little tiny, tiny little things. You just don't think about it. And I'm sure this is the same way with when people get a divorce, or especially when somebody dies. But the main thing we can do is just like still show up, right? We got to show up. We're going to fake it till we make it, correct? Oh, fake it till you make it. I'm going to still work on my eBay store. I did have another sale, and I've got it ready to go out. And it was my favorite sale in ACEO, a whopping $2. This makes me just as happy as if I sold something for $100, because I created this. This is my artwork. And I think this is like number 10 that I've sold. Maybe 11. This fills those lonely moments at night when you're just trying to fill in the gaps. I recommend finding a hobby. Whether it's knitting, whether it's putting a puzzle together, whether it's painting, even if it's writing. And those adult coloring books, I highly recommend those too. That's what I did the first year that my husband died, for 6 months at least. I would sit there at night and I would turn on, there was somebody I watched on YouTube that was doing the 365-day Bible, and she was good. Kanoi somebody. I don't know. She was really good. And I would listen to her and just color. And I would do that for 2 hours. You know, listen to YouTube people and color away. I colored some beautiful things, and I had an idea, and I don't know if I'm going to do it now, but I was going to decoupage my whole floor, my craft room with them. You know, cut out the images. I still might, because my floor, my craft room upstairs, we pulled up the carpet, and it's, you know, this house is old, so it's subflooring, so I would have to put down hardwood floors, but why would I put down new floors in a craft room? It just doesn't make sense. So I thought I could do something temporary that would be cute, and then whenever I go sell the house, then put down new hardwoods for the walkthrough, right? Because I would hate to put down hardwood and then I have paint all over them. That wouldn't be good, would it? Anyway, there's my ADD talking. But anyway, what I'm going to do today, I've already decided. Today's not going, I haven't even made a list. But you know, my list is try to be dressed and ready for work at 9 o'clock. No, JuJu was late for work today. It's 12:04. But I have taken a shower. I do have a headache. I don't know if you can tell just by looking at me, but my head hurts. And I'm sure that's from lack of sleep. I'm not going to take anything. I try not to take ibuprofen or anything unless I really, really have to. So I'm going to try to stretch. I kind of feel it in my neck. Maybe it's because I went too long without my caffeine. It could be a caffeine headache. I don't know what it is. But I woke up not feeling my best. I woke up feeling sorry for myself. I'm having a little pity party over here. But I'm sure you do the same thing. We can get through this, I promise. But this is what I'm going to do. I did plan my budget yesterday. I did put that video out. I did get dressed. I have on a dress. I might run something through my hair so it doesn't look so witchy. I let it dry by itself yesterday. But normally if I let my hair dry by itself, it would be like out to here. I started using the Amish soap like 2 weeks ago on my hair. Brenda Gant, I don't know if y'all follow her, but she said you wash your hair, everything with it. And I love it. I mean, look how, and I slept on this, and I brushed it. And I've got naturally curly, frizzy hair that usually when I brush it, it's out to here. So now all I have to do is run that hot hairbrush that I have, like it's got the hair dryer with the brush, and smooth it out, and I'm ready to go. I mean, it's not that bad, is it? I think it's actually awesome. But I don't think I'm going to put on makeup today. I don't want to. Sometimes I just feel like, I mean, I look horrible without makeup, but I feel like my skin just needs a break. And then like in 2 days, whenever I decide to put on makeup again, I'm like, ooh, I feel so good. Oh, I feel so much better. That kind of reminds me when my son was little, I would think, oh my gosh, he's sick. He needs to go to the doctor. Something's not right. And I'd give him a haircut and he'd look healthy again. Oh, he would be shabby, you know. A good haircut does make people look healthier. I learned that through my son. My husband was bald when I met him, so I never got to see him look shabby like that, but my little son, whenever he would get a haircut, he would just like brighten up and just look so healthy again. So funny. So I'm not going to eat lunch next door today. My son-in-law's working from home. He had to go out of town for business, and he didn't get home until like late last night. And so there, he's going to work from home. So I'm probably going to meet my other daughter somewhere for lunch, somewhere easy. And so, but I'm dressed for that. So what my plan is for today is, I told you I made my budget and I posted it for May. Now I'm going to go through my numbers again for my denominations and fill out one of these forms to take to the bank. And I'm going to get that done because that's important. And I'm going to have my $3,000 here. It's actually $3,125 because I have got $125 for my birthday in cash. But I'm going to take that $125 and put it in an envelope. My goal for that, and the goal for the birthday money was basically for my daughter. $100 was to go towards, I've got to go to the eye doctor, and I don't have eye insurance. But I do have a daughter that works at the eye, where I'll go get my eyes done. And so I do get a discount. But I need new glasses. These glasses are horrible. I've had them forever. They're broken on the top. They're coming apart. I need new glasses. And I think I want glasses that I can snap the sunglasses, magnetize the sunglasses on top. Because I have prescription sunglasses and I have no idea where they are. And I have blue eyes, and so, the sun really hurts our eyes. But I need some new glasses, and so that's what that money's going to go towards. I think it's going to go, not wish list. It may go to medical, because I think I have like $80 in medical. If not 80, 75. So that'll put me up there a little bit. And so I will just keep saving until I feel like I have enough money to go get what I want. I'm not going to settle. I'm going to get what I want. Even if I have to pull the wish list money and put with medical, I'm still going to get what I want. I'm not going to settle on my glasses. And so that was another tangent. I'm going to eat lunch, mail this. And hopefully, when I get back with that money, I'm going to feel better enough. And the weather's kind of dreary here, too. And I think that plays on our moods. I don't know. Because usually if the weather's dreary and you're stuck inside and it's not sunny, I don't know. You have your husband there with you. I don't know. You watch a movie together. You do something together. I don't know. I'm just down in the dumps today. Down in the dumps. But I've got to take pictures. I'm out of stuff to list on eBay. Because I didn't take pictures. I didn't work on eBay yesterday, except I got 3 items out to ship. And that's it. And then last night I went ahead and packaged up this ACEO to go out. And now it's, I've got to take photos. And once I take photos, I've got a lot of clothes measured and ironed. And they're on hangers just waiting for me to take pictures. But it's dreary outside. And like I said, the lighting upstairs is not good. And it's hard to take good photos. Even though I did buy this little lamp I thought was going to be perfect. That was going to shine down. But it wasn't. It's more like a reading lamp that you would put at the top of your bed just to not wake up your husband if you were reading. I don't know. I need to look on Amazon to see if I can find some really good floor lamps that I can shine different places. I have all of those the lamps that for photography, but, that's just not quite enough. It's not. And I don't have overhead lighting upstairs. Everything's by lamps. And so I need something bright and overhead. So I might look on Amazon and see if I can find probably 2 floor lamps that seem like they'll be bright enough. I did buy one for my bedside. I love that lamp for my bed. And it's so cool. I love it. But I honestly don't even think it would be bright enough. It's a floor lamp, but I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I love it. It even has a remote control, but I have a bed that moves up with me. Like I can adjust it when I'm watching TV, raise my feet, all those good things. But whenever I'm sitting up in bed, I cannot reach my lamp. I just can't because your head's here, but your side table's here. And so I bought that lamp, and all I have to do is hit this little button real quick. It's got the reading mode. It's got several modes for lighting so it doesn't hurt your eyes. I never even turn on my bedside lamp anymore. My lamp on my table. It rotates around. It adjusts. So if I'm reading in bed, I can just shine it on the book and it's not my eyes. I can rotate it around, and all I do is just hit that button with my thumb in the morning or in the middle of the night when I get up, which I'm doing a lot of lately. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's age, but I have been getting up 2 or 3 times now in the middle of the night, and I just get up and walk around and sit and think, wide awake. Then I go back and get in bed, and I'm like, try to go back to sleep. Maybe I'm just worried. Maybe I need to do more devotion. That might be the answer. I still haven't gotten into my devotion like I should. I still have not. But I don't know. I'm also trying to figure out who I am now. Like, who am I? Who am I? Because life is so different than it used to be, right? I used to be Sid and Angela. Now I'm just Angela. And I know it's not something that I'm going to figure out overnight. And I've just got to take that part, like one day at a time, right? I don't know how we do it. How do you do it? I'm just sitting here trying to learn how to be alone. But you know what? I don't know. I think you can be lonely and okay at the same time. Does that make sense? I think, like, I'm okay being alone. And then sometimes I'm lonely. And then sometimes I'm alone and I'm just as happy as I can be. Like, honestly, this weekend, I've had such a busy last couple of weeks. I mean, even if you think about it, March, my daughter got married. April, it was my, birthday. I feel like something else happened in April. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like we've had, Easter. Easter happened. We've just had so many things, and I just want to breathe. Maybe that's what it is. I just want to breathe. So I think this weekend, the only thing I have planned, and I mean, I wouldn't change these plans for anything, is on Sunday I'm going to my son's house to spend some time with my grandson. They both work. They work really long hours, and it's hard to just run by and visit. Like, I don't try to interfere with my daughter next door when daddy comes home, because they have to be their own family. Now, we'll run over and eat dinner, but we're sitting at the table. We eat, and then I go. Like, they call me and say, dinner's ready. It's not like I'm over there sitting on the couch watching television. I don't do all that. So I try to leave them alone. And like today, of course, I'm going to leave them alone. Um, I mean, that's just normal, common courtesy. That's their family. I'm just the grandmama, but that's their family. And so with my son, I try to, they're busy. Like even on the weekend, they stay and they go to birthday parties, cookouts, festivals. I mean, they stay busy. And so whenever I get invited, I'm ecstatic, you know? My son says I don't need an invitation, but I'm like, yes, I do. I can't just pop into your house and say, here I am. And then I said, especially if I'm going to go there and y'all are at a birthday party. What am I going to do? Just sit on your deck by myself? But anyway, he's going to cook lunch for me on Sunday, and then I get to play. I don't really play with my grandchildren when they're little, because little 2-year-olds, he's almost 2. They don't want to be just held. They want to go, go, go and be busy. I love watching. I just like watching everything they do, you know. They don't want to sit there and me just aggravate them. You know, if they come up to me, of course I'm going to interact and talk and, you know, whatever. But I just like to watch. And sometimes they'll go over to the sink area, you know, in their kitchen, and they'll bring me something to drink or try to feed me. But I don't try to, I let them come up with what they're going to do on their own. And I just like watching. And he is a wild child. He is everywhere. Boop, 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 boop. He'll have something in his hand just whacking the grass. Then he'll be walking and whacking, and then next thing you know, he'll throw that over his shoulder and grab whatever he sees and start doing that. And then all of a sudden he'll see that sidewalk chalk, and next thing you know, he's scribbling on the ground. Then he'll see a ball while he's doing that, and then he stands up and he kicks the ball. And he loves, his favorite thing is to take rideable toys, not rideable toys, but like trucks and things like that. And he loves his little Woody doll. And he'll put Woody on it, and he'll just take it to the top of the steps and just like let him roll down the steps and crash. And he thinks that's hilarious. Little boys are so different from little girls. It just makes my heart smile. So that is the only thing I'm planning on doing this weekend. The rest of the stuff, I want to hibernate. I want to just get up and be chill and do what I'm going to do, reset, you know, because Monday is my day for eBay. I did have items that were listed today, so I'm good, but I've got to keep my flow going. And I'm happy. I mean, I told you, eBay is a funny, funny little place to be. Yes, if you have something spectacular that somebody's searching for, you might list it and it sell in 3 hours. But just for the same things that everybody's kind of searching for, you've got to work your store. I mean, but even if you own your own business, you've got to work your own business. I mean, you have to, unless you've got one of a kind, whatever, and everybody's just knocking down your door to get it. So, I mean, you know, I've neglected my store for years. Years. My husband was retired for, I don't know, 4 years. Yes, I'd still list every now and again, just a few items, but I had so many items in my store that, yes, I would still sell like 4 items a day. I mean, a week. 3 to 4 a week, sometimes 5. You never know. And I may not list for a whole year. So, I mean, and then it did dwindle down at one point that I was only selling maybe 4 or 5 items a month. And then, who knows, next week I might get 3 sales in one day. But in order for you to get the ka-ching every single day of your life, and then multiple ka-chings, you've got to work it. And so, right now, I'm doing 3 listings a day. And I'm going to do that throughout May. So hopefully I'm going to get my whole May filled up with my scheduled listings. And then June, I don't know if I'm going to up it up to 5. Maybe I should up it up to 4. You know, we'll just have to wait and see. But my eBay store will come back. Hopefully next month I'll be able to put some of my eBay income into my budget. Wouldn't that be awesome? That's my goal. But anyway, we're still moving forward, y'all. I do think that that's important. Even if you have snail days like today, you have setbacks, we're still moving forward. I'm still going to go to the bank today. I did my budget yesterday. I'm still going to stuff those envelopes. I'm still going to save for my future. You know, I have my goals. I've got to read them because that's my vision board. I need to read them every day. I need to stay focused. Even if I go eat lunch, that's a win for me. So it's all going to be okay. We're going to get through this. We're still moving forward. If I can do it, you can do it. Anyway, I know this was if you watch this video, it's probably not the best. It's probably not the best motivational video that you've ever seen, but it's real. So today, I don't even think, it's already 12:24. Honestly, I think I'll just pull my hair back, put my little handy dandy clip, and run into the bank and eat some lunch. And this is what I'm going to look like all day. I'm not putting on makeup. And do you know what's going to happen? I'm going to run into every single person that I do not want to run into today without makeup on. The people that I love, that they will come and talk to me. But they're also going to be the people that always look perfect. Those are the people I'm going to run into today. And I'm going to say, hey. And then they'll say something like, how are you doing? And I'm going to say, I'm doing okay. But I'm going to look like I'm not doing okay. Because they're going to think, oh, she's not doing good. I ran into her. She's just let herself go. I just noticed how fat my arms are. 58's great, y'all. Cheers. Didn't I say that was my motto? 58's going to be great. It is. I can feel it. I promise. I can't. I don't feel it at all. That's a lie. 58 is going to be great, but I don't feel it right now. I do not. I do not feel it in my bones. But fake it till you make it, right? Maybe that should be my motto for 58. 58 and alone. Fake it until you make it. No. It's going to be 58. It's going to be great. I'm going to read those. I'm going to read all of my my vision board. I'm going to get up and go over them again and stay focused. I've got to save my money. Save, save, save. Because I have a future. You know, I do have a future. I just don't know what it is. I just don't know what's going to make me happy, but we'll have to figure that out. We'll just have to figure it out together. If y'all, please leave me a comment. Let me know if y'all have a trick of the trade to make me motivated. Please send it my way. I need all the help I can get. Give me a thumbs up and please subscribe. Okay, bye. God bless you. Let me do my Bible verse with you. May the Lord bless you and protect you. May the Lord smile down on you and be gracious to you. And may the Lord show you his favor and give you his peace. And that's from Numbers 6:24 through 26. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Thanks for watching.